Taisha. Welcome back to my channel. You guys already know me. I love me some drugstore makeup. So today I'm doing this whole makeup tutorial using affordable / drugstore products and makeup tools. So everything it's affordable, you know, you can be a baddie on a budget. I'm gonna show you guys how to get this flawless like soft glam with a little bit of pop of color, you know, if you still want to use color this summer but still keep it a little bit neutral. I'm gonna show you guys how to create this makeup look right here. So yeah, if you're interested in today's video, then keep on. Okay, so I'm thinking of doing like an orangey soft glam makeup look. You guys know me, I love soft glam anything, and that's just how I've been liking to do my makeup lately, or like the past like year. Before I get started though, I am gonna moisturize my skin. I'm using my Burst Dew Point Moisturizing Gel Cream. If you have oily skin, you know how good a gel moisturizer is. So this one's really good. It's moisturizing, it still hydrates the skin, it makes it look really wet, you know, very glowy, but also it dries down quickly. It doesn't make me look oily or feel oily. So anyways, I do like to use a little bit of concealer when I'm gonna do eyeshadow. So yeah, I feel like you don't really need a primer unless your eyelids get really like oily. So yeah, and then I'm just gonna blend this out with my LA Colors brush. These brushes are really good. You can get them at Walmart and they're like double-sided and they're very convenient. Okay, so the first brush I'm gonna be taking is like a fluffy brush. This one is the Morphe X Ariel A11 brush. All right, so the first color I'm gonna be using is the shade Perfectionist, which is this color right here. You know what? I might go in with my Jason Wu palette first. Yeah, like as a transition shade. This is a really good palette if you're looking for like something very light just to transition with. I like to use this color right here. It's super light, you cannot even see it, like these two shades, but I just like them to start off any makeup. It makes like a difference. I don't know how to explain it, but it does. You see how it doesn't really have a lot of color, but it's just like, it just helps you blend the other shadows, if that makes sense. So now I'm gonna be taking the Morphe palette. I'm gonna go in with the shade Perfectionist, which is a really nice peachy, like orangey color. Again, this is a really good transition color. You always wanna start with your lightest colors first and then build up the look when you're doing like a soft glam makeup. I'm gonna go in with the shade Feeling Myself, which is like a true orange color. It matches my shirt like perfectly. So I'm just gonna go in with that shade, which is this one. And then I'm just going to apply that just right here. I want it to look very like soft glam. I'm just applying a little bit, and then I'm going in with that same fluffy brush and I'm blending it out. Now that I have this like wash of colors in my eyes, I am gonna go in with a darker shade. So I think I'm gonna build this up. So I'm gonna go in with the shade G Money. So I always lose my stuff. I can have them like right next to me and then they like somehow disappear. But I'm just gonna take this brush, it's like the double-sided one, and I'm gonna go in with that shade first, and I'm gonna build my liner with this color. This is a really good technique if you're still learning how to do eyeliner. Just do it with your eyeshadow. It's like the lazy girl hack, and it makes you look really good. Like it makes the eyes look very like sultry and just very pretty. I always love doing this step. And then let's say you don't like it, you can always just like, you know, blend it out, which is why it's always good to do your liner first with eyeshadow. So if you don't like it, you can kind of remove it, you know? Okay, so here's the eyeliner I'm gonna be using. This is the NYX Epic Smoke Liner. I really like them. I love the shades they came up with. So this is in the shade Mocha Match. It comes with like a little brush here and then the eyeliner here. I have this color and I also have the shade Nude Haze. I really recommend Nude Haze. It's a really good nude color. And I'm working one eye at a time, so I have time to blend it in. You know, I can see, you know, how it looks. It does tug a little bit, so I kind of just go like this, and then I blend it with my flat brush and that G Money shade. And I'm taking this like cool brown shade. This is a really good palette, I'm telling you to have. It's kind of like the Makeup by Mario palette. It's just like that one. I just really like them to use them for pretty much almost every look I do. I always like to use a really good like matte palette. And then with my little pencil brush, I kind of like to like smoke it out right here just to lift my eye. And then with concealer, it's gonna look very clean and very nice. Okay, so for my eyelids, I was gonna use the Morphe palette, but I'm just gonna use my Jason Wu palette. So I'm gonna be taking that nude shade we first used, and I'm gonna mix it with that light shade. I feel like this creates like that perfect nude color. You see, this is the Jaclyn Hill one. It's a little too pigmented. I kind of want to make it a little bit more peachy, so I think I'm gonna mix in a little bit of the shade Love Handles. Yeah, I'm gonna go in with Love Handles, which is this color right here from the palette, and I'm gonna mix it with this light shade here. Okay, so this is all I'm gonna do for eyeshadow. Now I'm just gonna apply some mascara. I'm using my Milani Anti-Gravity Mascara. This one actually works. You guys have to try it if you haven't yet. I don't have lashes, so you know something works when it makes me look like I have lashes. So I'm just gonna apply this and then apply some falsies. These ones are in the style, I guess, Natural Volume. I'm not too sure, but this is what they look like. I will have all the products linked below, you guys, in case, you know, you want to be twinning with me. I got you. Everything will be in the description box. But yeah, these ones look so good on. So I'm just gonna apply lash glue. I always use the same lash glue, by the way. It's from Kiss. It's called Lash Adhesive. It's just like the clear one. I'm allergic to latex, so this one does not burn my eye at all. This is a little tip. If your lashes are new, always apply a little bit extra glue, especially in the inner and outer corner. So make sure it's like, you know, a lot thicker than you would if your lashes already like been worn. So while we wait for that to dry, I am gonna apply some primer. This one has been just my go-to primer. It's from NYX. It's called the Plump Right Back Primer. It's just like a serum. It makes your skin look very like moisturized and very like plumped up. It's really, really good. I highly recommend it. Even if you have oily skin, I feel like it just makes your makeup look really pretty and just like, you know, like you took your time with it. So I'm just gonna apply this. And then for foundation today, I did pick up this new foundations from Makeup Revolution. I hope they match me. I've been having like such a hard time matching my foundation. I don't know why, but this is supposed to be a very breathable 16-hour wear oil-free foundation. It says it gives you like that, I guess, that look, you know, that filter look in real life, and it's a soft matte. This kind of sounds like the NARS Soft Matte Foundation that I love. So I got this in the shade 8.5 and also the shade 10. I didn't know what to get and I did order it online. And you know, ordering online foundations makes everything like look weird. Like you don't even know if that's like the actual color. So let me apply my lashes before I put on foundation. I always like to go like this. And then I look down and then I apply the lash. And this feels very, very light. They do have other styles as well, but my Ulta were out of the other styles. You guys see how pretty and like what a difference it makes to the eyes. These lashes just remind me of like high-end lashes. These lashes feel super, super light on the eye, but I love like the drama it gives me. I think I found like some new go-to lashes. They're so pretty. So now let's apply some foundation. Like I said, I'm gonna be going in with this one. Let's start with the darkest color. Yeah, you guys see how light that looks? I think I'm gonna have to mix it in with another foundation, but this does feel very like light on the skin, and I feel like it is gonna give me some really nice coverage. So let me find another foundation I can mix this with, because as you guys can see, it's very light. So when in doubt, I always like to mix my foundation when I know it's gonna be more matte with a more dewy foundation. So this one, it's the Profusion Feel Good Skin Foundation in the shade Tan 1. So yeah, I feel like this one, you see this one's a lot darker. So this one, I'm gonna have to mix it in. And then to blend out my foundation, I am using my Shop Miss A beauty sponge. You guys can get this ones at Amazon now, which is pretty cool. So I'll have them linked below. But nothing like beats this beauty sponge. Like every time I try other ones, I like them. But then I use this one again and I'm just like, this is the best. You guys can see every time I do my foundation, I never apply foundation underneath my eyes. I feel like when you do that, it's gonna look cakey. For some people it works, but honestly, you're gonna put concealer on and you wanna always do your makeup in layers, in thin layers. So like that, you can apply as many products as you want, but it's gonna help you achieve that like flawless makeup look. So if you always wonder how to get flawless makeup, just remember, do thin layers of everything you do. Doesn't matter how many products you use. as long as you're using thin layers of everything. So I love the way my skin is looking like skin. It's looking glowy, perfect for the summertime, but I know it's gonna last because this foundation lasts really well, the Profusion one. So now for concealer, I'm gonna go in with my L'Oreal Infallible Concealer. This one's in the shade 360. Now listen, I usually use the shade Cashmere, which is I'm lying. I'm just repeating what this said. No, I use the shade, I don't know, 365. Whatever that shade is, that's the shade I usually wear. But they were out of it, so I just got this one. But I think it's gonna be too light, so I'm gonna have to mix it in. And then I'm just gonna use my e.l.f. Hydrating Camel Concealer in this shade Light Beige. You see, this one's more like it. And I'm just gonna apply it right here and clean up the eye area as well. My nose and my forehead. I'm just gonna wait for that to like settle in, you know, and then I'm gonna apply some cream contour. I did pick up the new ones from NYX. So these are the new NYX Wonder Stick in the shade medium. So it does come with the highlighter in one, and then on the other side the actual contour with my Morphe foundation brush. This is the number E63. So I like to just go like this. I feel like when I go like that, I might remove some of the product, so I just like to go like this and then tap it into the skin. And then of course I'm gonna contour my double chin. I like to kind of go like that, like make a liner here, like right here. You guys see, I don't have like a really defined jawline, so I like to create a line right here and then one right here to kind of make it seem like I have, you know, a more like defined jawline. And then I like to grab the same beauty sponge we first used. It still has some foundation left, so I kind of clean up right here and just, you know, lift up my face a little bit more. So before I used to follow like my natural cheekbone like that, but now I kind of like to bring it more up. I'm just gonna flip my sponge around, and now I'm gonna use that to blend out my concealer. You guys see, because we waited, it's gonna make your under eye look very, very flawless. So I like to kind of tap it in until everything's blended. So this is also something new I've been doing. I like to use my concealer and kind of bring it as far or like as close as I can to my nose and my inner corner. I feel like when I do that step, it really helps like make my nose look a lot smaller, you know? And then I do blend out my like center of my face last, so it stays very bright. And then I am gonna blend out my contour right here as well. And you see, everything still looks like skin, even though we did use a lot of product. But girl, no one's gonna be able to tell because we are blending everything. Always make sure you blend everything going up, and always tap in your makeup like this so the product doesn't move around, especially if you have textured skin like me. These are just the steps we must do for flawless makeup. So I'm also gonna apply some cream blush. They also released the Wonder Stick blush one, like the blush duo in the shade Light Peach and Baby Pink. So you see, I like how it actually comes with products I'm actually gonna use. So it comes with like two different shades. So I'm gonna take the shade Baby Pink with my Real Techniques brush in the name, it's called, let me see, Instant Pop Cheek Brush. And then I like to just like bounce it in my hand and then apply it on my face. Girl, this is pigmented. I remember when I didn't like pink blushes, but now that's like all I like to wear. I feel like it just brightens up my face. You could leave it like that if you have oily skin and just set your under eyes. But girl, I need to set my whole face. If not, it's just, I'm gonna melt, okay? I'm gonna melt away. So I'm taking the Jason Wu Ready to Set Makeup Setting Powder. It's in the shade Banana. I think they only have one shade, but I personally love a good yellow shade for my under eyes. I feel like it makes such a huge difference. I haven't tried the whole like pink setting spray, or not setting spray, setting powder. I haven't tried that yet because I cannot find one, but I just feel like yellow, it's like underfeeded. Like this is like such a pretty color. So I'm just gonna press it down into my skin. I always do take a little bit of powder. Never go in with a lot of powder, because think about it, like when, I don't know, think about it when you're cooking, you know, you always want to apply a little bit at a time so you can blend it. So the same thing with your under eyes. Always apply a little bit and then you can build it right up. You see, I take off any excess powder and then when I want some more, I just get it from my hand and then set the rest of my face. I also like to set my brows now to make them look less shiny. So you see, you could leave your skin like that, but again, I have oily skin, it's hot, so I need to set it with some pressed powder. So I'm taking my LA Pro Face High Definition Matte Pressed Powder in the shade Nude Beige. This is another one of my like ultimate favorites. I love it because it looks like skin. It just like gives you such a pretty finish. I see a difference. You guys know this is my favorite one from the drugstore, the Julia's Place bronzer in the shade Medium. So I like to go in with this shade. I'm gonna apply it here. We're pretty much just setting. We're not even setting, we're just like darkening up the cream contour areas. You don't really need to do this step because our cream contour, you can still see it, you know. I just like this just to add a little bit more warmth and just make everything look, you know, more like my skin color. And just like make myself look like a bronze goddess. Who doesn't love that in the summertime? I like it all year long, but like in the summertime it just hits different. So now I'm just gonna apply a little bit of blush. I think I'm gonna take this one from Jason Wu as well. I just bought a bunch of things from them from Target, which is why I'm using them. And this palette looks like this. It's like a really pretty like nude packaging. It's in the shade 2. It's called Love You. So yeah, I'm gonna take this really pretty light pink shade. It's like my favorite blush brush. It's the Makeup by Ariel A22. I'm just gonna apply that right here. And then for my lower lashes, I'm just gonna take my Jason Wu palette again. And I go in with these 2 shades. I'm gonna apply this underneath my eye with the fluffy brush, just so nothing looks too harsh. This is also really good if you have like wrinkles here, which is normal, of course. It just makes it look, you know, the powder makes them look more. But I feel like when you apply eyeshadow here, it just blends them in, makes them look really pretty. And then I'm gonna take my Jaclyn Hill palette once again, and I'm just gonna go in with the shade Perfectionist. I kind of want to make my eyes look very like sultry right here, so I am gonna go in with G Money. G Money is like a mustardy color, like a brown, like a dirty brown. So I am going to take the NYX Wonder Pencil in the shade Light, and this one comes with the shimmer and then a lighter color here. I think they already had all this stuff. I think they just like reformulated and made it better. So yeah, because I feel like I have seen this before. So let me blend this here. When something's new, always like melt it in your hand first so you don't like poke your eye. And then I'm just going to apply it just here. My eyes are like really watery today. For lip liner today, I have like my little lip combo bag of the stuff I've been using a lot recently. So I think I'm gonna be using the shade, yeah, let's do BFF3 by ColourPop. This is like an OG favorite of mine. So I'm just gonna overline my lips like always. So every time I overline my lips, I only overline them here, here, and then right here on the center, and then I follow my natural line. And then for lipstick today, I'm taking this Julia's Place lip color in the shade Nubian Sand. And then just to make it a little bit more like nude, I do like to go in with the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Cairo. I'm not too sure how to say it. Y'all know me already, but this shade right here. I like to apply my lip gloss at the end just in case some powder gets in my lips. So for lip gloss, I'm gonna go in with the shade NYX Butter Gloss Fortune Cookie, another favorite of mine. Before I do that though, I'm gonna grab a little bit of powder. So this one is a really good dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury one. This is the Wet n Wild Bare Focus Clarifying Finishing Powder in the shade Fair Light. So I like to grab my Amazon Beauty puff thing and then I press it into the skin. This is just like the finishing touches that you don't think makes a difference, but they do. Okay, so now that my makeup is finished, I'm just gonna add a little bit of lip gloss. You could apply setting spray. My favorite one is the Maybelline one. I will link it below, but that one is like one of the best drugstore setting sprays. But I'm just gonna leave my makeup like this. Before I take my hair out, I do like to grab my little like shimmering stuff. This is always like my #1 question. This is the one I use, you guys. It's the Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. Soleil, I used to say Soleil Blanc. I think it's Soleil Blanc. It sounds more fancy that way. And then I'm just gonna grab my big brush from Sony Kashuk, and I just like blend it in. You guys see how it gives me like that glowy look, and it smells just like the perfume. It's the travel size, so it's only $34. And you get the perfume, you get the oil, you know, it lasts a long time without spending like the $200-$300 for the perfume. Right, so I went ahead and fixed my hair. This is the final look right here, you guys. I absolutely love the way this makeup turned out. Everything performed high end. It just makes my skin look like skin, you know, it looks glowy but still soft, like a soft glam. So I will have all the products I use in the description box below. I highly recommend all the products, honestly. Everything looks bomb, and this lip combo I love, the lashes, just everything about this look I love. So yeah, thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me. Let me know if you would like to see more drugstore makeup tutorials, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.